Hi everyone, it's Deborah. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing some more work on my lap book and specifically on the cover. I've found this canvas. I've still got a fair bit of this canvas left, which I bought years ago, but it's beautiful canvas. It's an art canvas and I thought that I would use this as the cover. So I've measured it out and I've just drawn a pencil line roughly on how big the front cover would be, about that big. And I'm going to now look at putting some things down on top of this piece. In fact, I might do it on this side, and that way I can track it a bit better as to where I'm putting it. So I've got some fabric out and an old doily. I may get another doily out yet. I'm just not quite sure what I'm wanting to do. Get the right side of the doily, and pieces of old quilt fabric that I've got, and I thought that I could do like a little collage on it and then I will sew it. I've given some of them a quick press. I just thought we'd see what I end up doing. So the idea is that this will become the front of the book, and then I'll work what I'm going to do on the other pieces of the cover. I just thought I'd pin some down and see how we go. Oh, yet I have pulled out something else too, which is the Tim Holtz makes these little fabric snippets. So I thought some of these might be quite cute. There's a little bit of red felt and a bit of grey felt, so I'll see how we go with putting some of those on as well. Right now I just want to put some of these fabrics down. Yeah, it's all a bit sort of, just trial and error this really. That might look okay there. And I do have this as well. I'm just not quite sure where I'm going to put this unless I put it like under here or something. I don't even know if I'm going to use it at this stage. Unless I put it underneath everything, like if I put this on top, on the bottom, and then put those fabrics underneath, maybe I'll do that. See what that looks like, because I did want to incorporate it somehow. Let's pull all this out now. Make sure that if you're using doilies that you make sure that the stitching part is on the front, because you can tell when they've been hand stitched like this, you can see that this is the back side. Yeah, I think I will have to use the other side because I did draw on that when I was measuring out how big it needed to be. That's okay. I'll use this side and then just pop those back where they were. I probably need a pop of colour. I've got this little red dotty piece. I've got some other pieces here as well. I've got a green dot. I've already got the green dot. I've got this one. That might be a bit too much, I think. Let's just stick all this down, pin it down and see how this looks. And then I'll take it to the machine and sew it. Just put a couple more pins in here. And I'll see which one of these I want to use. That's too stark, the red one. I like this little red stitched piece. And because I've got the black in here, I think I'll use black thread on it. Now, I'm not happy because this is not over far enough, so I'm going to move it over. So I've got a bit more of an overlap down here. And let's see, I don't want the blue. Quite like these. This is like a little label, isn't it? I could use this as a little label. Let's just see how that would incorporate in. Maybe here. Just trying to visualize that to see where that fits. In fact, I could make some of these because this fabric it's made out of is quite similar to my canvas fabric. I purchased these ones, but I could easily whip some of these up and add them into my pot, couldn't I? Because they look pretty simple. They're just straight stitching and zigzag. Try that one there and see what that's like. That's quite nice. Maybe put one of these up here. What else have I got? Got this one, which is red cotton on the canvas. That's too much, I think. That little one looks much better up there. I think that would be all right. See, this one here is just stitching up and down. Yeah, really good idea. And I need to pin this on. And I'll just get my book and see how that looks on top of it. And this is the cover of the book. I think I'll put this around on this side of the book. I'm not sure now. I have to move it all over. So I want that to be on the outside rather than the inside when you open it up. Let's go back to the front. And that's the height of the book, so it's good, and that's the width of the book. And we'll pull this over a bit so that I get that black piece on the cover. So it's going to look like that when it's on the cover. I think that that's okay. I'll just straighten this piece here up. Okay. And I think I will change the red. I was going to sew it up in black. I think I might actually go and sew it in cream, because if it's got black stitching all over it, it's going to look a bit weird, I think. And then that can go around like that on there. Okay, so I think that that's fine. The whole issue is that I did want to have this cover sort of coming in here. That's the edge of the book there. So if I have that coming in there, it's going to be in the wrong place. Whereas if I have just the canvas coming in there and then put this in the right place on the other side, on the page, the outside, that might be better. So I think what I'm going to do is take it over to the iron and unpin it, and then pin it just without being pinned onto the canvas and move it all along. So I've just got canvas in here, and then maybe I'll put some more pieces, you know, on this part, on the inside, but have this as the main sort of feature on the outside. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and do that now, and then sew that down, and then see how that looks once it's all done. I've sewn the cover on, but before I do that, I wanted to just show you that I've sewn myself some of these, because I had the machine there, and before I changed my thread, I thought I'd just sew some of that up and then chop them out. I've just done, you can see that they're pretty similar to what, that's mine, that's Tim Holtz's. So pretty good. And I just will throw them into my box here. Just cut them apart. I just don't stop when I'm sewing, I just keep on sewing, so you get these bits that are all stuck together, but it seems to work. Doesn't seem to be a problem. Now, for now, I'm not going to cut them down further than that, because I figure when I go to use them, I can cut them down further. And I've done a couple of the line ones, and then this one, which is all a bit mixed up. Cut this apart and it'll be fine. Because I just went round and round and round, and then I zigzagged it. So you get that sort of an effect. And then I've got a couple here. Yep. So I've got those two. Just a long one and another one that's all raggedy and stitched. And then finally I've got this piece here, which, let's cut some of that apart too, which is this one. So there you go. I've done a whole bunch more to put in with my Tim Holtz group of things, and I think that they're a good addition. Now let's look at the result of the sewing. I think that looks pretty good. So my plan is, it's, you know, probably just the right length, and I've got this piece over here because I moved everything across. I won't be folding this over because I've already got things on here, so it won't actually fold. The plan is just to stick it straight onto the journal and have the raggedy edges. I'll have to trim that down, and that would be the first cover, and then this will be the outside cover. I've got another doily out. I was going to use it, but I haven't decided yet. I just need to cut my threads apart here. So I've just gone round and round and zigzagged some and straight stitched other pieces. I have stitched the doily on, just not right to the edge. And these are the Tim Holtz pieces that I stitched on, and the rest is just leftover quilt fabric. And at the moment I'm quite happy with that. Let me make sure it's not pulling at the back here. Loosen those threads up, cut them where I've just sort of gone on to the next piece so that it doesn't pull, mainly when it's on the book. I think that's pretty good. And so that will go onto there and sit like that. So far so good. I just need to cut it out, or cut the height, and then, you know, they stick it on probably, and then I will trim this inner edge in here so that it sticks on properly. So that's what I've done today, and I think I'll move on now and get that done, and then see what else I need to do to this book. Probably got a few more things to do on it yet before I'm going to call it done, but I think I've progressed quite well today, and I'm happy with what I've done on the outside cover here. This is Deborah. Thanks for watching. Cheers.